Hey guys, what's up? Give me a sec, let me hide the comments on this. There we go. Alright guys, no, just basically chilling outside right now. Kinda don't want to be indoors. It's getting to be a nice day out again, and it's actually really nice out. It's not too hot, not too cold. So yeah, it's not too hot, not too cold, so it's like I'm just chilling here for a bit. Sorry for the noise around me. It's basically I'm outside of on my porch, just relaxing and chilling. So, and people speeding down the block like they're crazy. Just to hit the speed, just to hit the light that goes down the block. It's so funny though, to tell you the truth. We could take a look and see. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, so sorry about the whole, yeah. Because if it clears up, and it's gonna clear up, it says it's gonna clear up by 5. I might just take a trip down to Hoboken and show off the stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens here. I'm not in no rush for anything. So, one thing I've been thinking about is basically the whole aspect of streaming. I just want to start doing IRL streams and stuff like that because it's actually something kind of fun and interesting, and I really kind of want to. I just don't know where I could do it, like how I could do it or where. So it's just that I kind of want to wait and see what happens. It's something really interesting that I kind of like to do and kind of see. So let's see what happens with it. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Let's see what happens today. Let's see. I should just get my sneakers and go out for a walk today. And see what happens. Because right now, basically, it's just, how do I put it? It's an interesting day, guys, to say the least. But what could one do, right? Not much you can do. But so how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing well and invested in everything, so shouldn't be bad. Let me see. Like I said, just chilling here today. Not much going on, to be honest with you. It's all just chill. It's just all chill, to be honest with you. And we're just basically, well, I'm just basically trying to relax after a long ass week of work. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like I said, just chilling out, relaxing. Probably be on for another, probably be on for a while, maybe an hour or two. might base depending on what happens, I might decide to go to Hoboken and just chill. It all depends on if what's it called. It all depends on if if it doesn't rain or not, because it looks like it's gonna still rain, but I see like it's clearing up in the background, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see what happens. It's one of those things where at the moment it's just like how do I put it? I'm just like, oh, it's happening. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to Hoboken. I'm gonna go this, and this, so on and so forth. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. It's all like up in the air right now. I got a bunch of new games to play, so we gotta take a look at that. See what happens there, because I kind of wanna. I'm beating finally tonight. We should be able to finally beat Persona and bring that to a close. Persona 5 Strikers. So we'll take that and see what happens with it and roll with it. But besides that, I'm kind of in the hunt for new games that catch my interest and pique, and would be either good to play or just relaxing. But don't know yet. We got to see what happens. I honestly don't know at this moment. Like I said, it's just one of those things where we just got to take a look at it and see what happens and roll with the punches. And we got to roll with the punches to see what occurs throughout the whole day. But it's not bad. We basically are revamping a couple of things as well on the whole tech game side of Techie. Hold on, let me move the thing over just a little bit. Sorry for the shakiness. There you go. So we are moving everything over from one aspect to the other. We're not done streaming. We just started streaming on Twitch. So again, hold on. Naturally, a helicopter is passing overhead when I'm speaking. Alright, so as I was saying, what happens now is that we basically, or myself in the general sense, is that we're going to basically be revamping the whole aspect of Techie Overload, Mainframe Gaming, and a bunch of other ones that we are in the process of venturing into. A couple of other projects. Shouldn't be that many new things to go off of, but we have a couple of projects are in the works, so we'll see what happens with that. We kind of I don't want to say everything all at once, because that's not a good thing. And yeah, dog barking now. So yeah, I'm basically just trying to keep everything at its core and make sure everything is running at par, if that's to say. So we'll see what happens with that, because what's gonna happen is that we have a bunch of stuff planned and we're trying to get everything organized, but it's not bad. We're not, how do I put it? We're not, sorry about that. We are not calling it quits for the long run. And it's just going to be a long, tedious process of getting every step organized and set up correctly to the point where I want it. Because it's basically, want to do more IRL, more gaming, want to travel more now that everything's opening up again. I need to get the backpack done for it. I need to get everything. It needs to be all needs to be set up and procured. But it all takes time too. It's not like it's um, all done at once. To be honest with you, it's something that needs to be done over time, and we basically it takes time. So, like I said, it's something that we don't know what's gonna go on, what's gonna happen, or I don't know, as well as everybody else, because everything in the world is changing so fast. It's like one minute everybody's worried about not about catching COVID and everything, and then the next is like, oh shit, it's all over, or at least since it's not going anywhere, we can't live our lives. We can't stop living our life. Which, to be honest with you, I'm one of them. No, at this point, it's like I'm wary of it. I am careful to a certain degree, but you can't be afraid of it because first off, I deal with people on a daily basis, so knock on wood, nothing's gonna happen. So we'll see what happens though. I kind of have an itinerary of where I want to go this year. It's a small itinerary, but it's not bad. So I kind of, not this year in general, but like in general altogether, all my trips. So we'll see what happens. Um, I'm hoping to get everything um, set up and organized because I kind of want to do more IRL streams and everything, and I kind of want to do more IRL streams and make everything organized and show people where I travel, where I go to, and just make it all um, flawless, if so to speak. Um, I kind of don't want to. Um, I don't want to make it like tedious type of stuff, if that makes any sense. So we'll see what happens. I kind of want to do backpacking in a sense through other countries. Not like, oh, backpack from this country to this country, this state to this state. I mean like in general from, let's say, take a IRL backpack, go to France for the week, go all over the sites, see France, show everybody how it is, what it is, then go to Germany, then go to Spain, Ireland, Italy, so on and so forth, showing how everything is and how everything works. But again, like I said, it's something that it takes time to plan out, to work out, and it's something that I want to do. It's something fun, but again, it takes time. Um, Besides that, it's not that bad. It's everything's been going smoothly, thank God, and just gotta focus on more gaming, more content creation, the whole nine yards, basically. Um, we just gotta basically get everything organized to get everything in the long run. It's gonna be a nice, interesting end of year type of stuff. He's probably gonna honk the horn. Oh no, he did not. Interesting. Okay. So everything's just gonna be it's gonna be an interesting type of turn of events because we're going to basically we're basically gonna be going all over the place in the next couple of months. Not next couple of months, like I would say next year. I just gotta have time to plan it out because we gotta make sure all the COVID restrictions are lifted from the countries we want to go to. Plan it around the work schedule, make sure we can actually plan it out, as well as do a lot of the conventions we got, like PAX, Comic Con. I wanted to go to GCX this weekend, but it was too soon. I didn't know that GCX was happening. So when it comes down to it, it's like, oh crap, I gotta plan for that for next year. So we have CES in January, we have PAX East in March, we have what, PAX, we have CES, PAX, and we have a bunch of other ones, GCX, E3 is no more, but you catch my drift. So we're kind of trying to uphold some type of normalcy when it comes down to it, but what could we do, right? So also we're trying to do more stuff abroad. When it comes down, sorry, I have noisy neighbors today. So what we're trying to do is also do more content, as in, I basically started mainframe gaming and working on that as well. Going to be producing content, team content from that. It's going to be more interesting in the matter because what's going to happen is that we're going to be doing multicasting in a sense, like have different streamers broadcast off that channel, make sure that there's not one type of content but a variety of content going into that channel, making sure that it's not one type of streamer going on there. Like we have JRPG, MMOs, RPGs, that type of game, that type of stuff. Because what happens now is that we're not focusing on that. If that makes any sense, I'm basically focusing only on a type of game, which is not a good thing, to be honest with you. But we still need to like run through it and make sure everything else is working. Make sure we could get people to join up and sign up with it. So we'll see what happens. We're kind of in the home stretch in the sense, if you call that. We're trying to get things registered, pre-organized, work on a couple secret projects that are being pushed out to us, or we're pushing out to people to make sure we could get stuff organized, make sure things work. We want to make sure that everything is up to par. Make sure that we could get everything organized and set up to the point where we could leave everything running, if that makes sense. But we'll see what happens. We have to see if everything is like I said. We gotta be traveling to Europe soon. Hopefully that's all worked out, because I kind of want to go back for. It won't be this year. It's probably gonna be next year. I want to go back for Gamescom in Germany, but I also want to do EGX? EGX in England. I think it's EGX. Let me double check. I'm not 100% sure about that one. I think it's EGX. Let's see. EGX. England. I think it's EGX. EGX, yep. EGX. It's in England, but this year's in September. That's way too soon for that. Yeah, that's way too soon. It's in September, so it's something that won't be able to be pulled off. At this time, we just need to basically put everything that, like all the conventions that we might want to go to, all the events, all the conferences, and then pick and choose, basically. Have one probably spread out, pick 5 a year and spread those out between US, England, and Asia, possibly. Maybe not Asia as much as to begin with, but US and Europe would be the best bet. Being as the major ones in US would be Comic-Cons, PAXs, C2E2, all the Comic-Cons and all that crap. And then we have like Gamescom in Germany, which again I've been to. It's amazing, and it's an amazing convention. It's awesome. And then you have EGX in England, in Birmingham, I think Birmingham, or London. And then you have smaller ones throughout Europe and stuff like that. But it's not something that you basically would go on a whim like I did with Gamescom in 2018. I basically went on a whim and just showed up. I planned everything out in less than a week, and everything was done quickly. So that's basically one thing that it's not done normally, but you have to usually plan it out months in advance just to be able to schedule everything to it. So that's one thing, guys. Besides that, also hopefully hit Tokyo Game Show in 2024 maybe. Long goals, man, long goals. But yeah, it's not bad. Besides, the only thing is that we're gonna need is planning on our behalf and get everything um, working together and stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting to say the least, because what's gonna happen is that we won't have. Hold on a second. They're changing the sirens to sound just like Europe. See, told you. They're changing the sirens to sound like Europe. So no, like I said, it's something that we need to get organized with and make sure that stuff works out the way it should work out. We shouldn't have to worry about how do I put it? We shouldn't have to worry about conventions or anything like that, because what happens is we need to get everything organized. We need to make sure that we have we gotta make sure we have everything up and running to the point where we what's it called? We gotta make sure we got everything up and running, because we gotta make sure that we have everything organized. Make sure that everything is working fine. Nothing that's how do I put it? We can't have things messing up for us in the long run. And again, it's shit happens, I know, but it's one of those things where it's just like we need things to work out. We need to get things working up and running, and get it to the point where we could how do I put this? Well, we could make things run smoothly, and then basically say, okay, this event's happening. We're doing this year. We're handling a tournament for Microsoft, this game, blah blah blah, that type of stuff. It's not bad. We just have to make sure everything works. But besides that, I will be doing more IRL streams in the next couple of weeks. Now that I have a nice working gimbal, I will be going to like New York and stuff like that, just to chill, relax, make sure everything, just to chill. So we don't have what's it called? We don't have what's it called? The hell? Oh my god. We don't have. I don't have other plans right now, but I'm kind of gonna be bringing on people as well on board to handle the other channels, or stream to the other channels as well, to make sure that that gets some type of not exposure, but use out of it, because right now it's just sit there. Those channels are sitting there right now. We're not using those channels, but what can I do, right? We're not using those channels. We need to use those channels, and we are going to basically I'm basically gonna just use them to the point where we could have them working, and we could get use out of them, so they're not dormant. Because not for nothing, I honestly don't like having a dormant channel, if I could avoid it. But what can you do, right? So when it comes down to it, we just need to figure out, or get everything organized, make sure things are working properly, make sure that we could get everything or up and running, organized, and so on and so forth. Make sure that we're not falling back on many things that we shouldn't be falling back on, because kind of what happens is that one gets complacent where they land, and we don't want that. We kind of don't want that. We want to make sure that we are going to things that we need to, make sure that we are getting everything set up, going for everything. That's the whole thing. We just need to get everything set up and working properly. That's the whole thing, but we'll see what happens, to be honest with you. It's not like we are, how do I put it? It's not like we could organize stuff and say, hey, yeah, at the end of the day, oh, we're not going to do this. No, no, no. I don't like doing that stuff. I want to make sure everything is working, organized correctly. Um, I just want to make sure it's organized correctly to the point where we could get everything and say, hey, this is proof. This is what we're going to show you. This is what we have. Let's do this. Come on. We got this. That type of stuff. And I think I just scratched my mosquito bites. And yeah. So when it comes down to it, there's going to be many more of IRL chatting with everybody here to make sure that we are that I'm telling you exactly what needs to what I'm doing, what I'm working on. So it's nothing new. It's not. This is gonna be like a weekly segment probably of IRL just chatting, let's hanging out and stuff like that. Um, I don't. I just want to make sure that everything is in a sense shown to everybody and make sure that we all are in the same page and all that stuff, so that people understand where we're coming from. We want transparency in our org, or in the org and in the whole thing. So, like I said, it's not bad to say the least, but it's one of those things. Hold on a sec. Let me go back here. There we go. All right. So yeah, it's something where I kind of want to make sure that we are making sure that we are showing everything off and stuff like that. Don't want to basically leave anybody in the dark when it comes to what we're working on. And yeah, there's a lot of things. I'm going to be working a lot more with the Latin American community when it comes down to the organization. So the focus is to get Latin American content creators and have them focus more. Want to make sure that we are not only focusing on North America where everything's oversaturated. So we'll be doing both, but I just want to make sure we focus more on Latin America. When it comes down to things though, we will I will be hosting small tournaments here and there, small prizes within the next couple of months, but everything's gonna get kicked off within the next probably 2 to 3 months, maybe 6 months to say the least. Once I have everything organized and set up, it's gonna be 6 months. What else? Besides that, convention schedules, as of right now, we're looking at TwitchCon in October. We're looking at TwitchCon. That might be the last one for the year, and then possibly no, TwitchCon is October. We might have one more in November. We might have not NACOCon. I don't think it's NACOCon or something like that. But yeah, that might be the one. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna go to that one though. All I know is we're skipping New York Comic Con because that's at the same exact time as TwitchCon. Besides that, what else? Not much I can say. We have yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up Persona 5 tonight. Around probably 9 p.m. Eastern. That's honestly, to be honest, I think that's about it for now. But also, what else is gonna be happening is that I am gonna be scouting people for the stream team. Hopefully, I could get a stream team made up on Twitch so we could get everything organized and set up there. It shouldn't be bad, to be honest with you, but I kind of still want to get everything set up with that because having a stream team will make everything a lot easier when it comes down to charity events, organizing events in general, sponsorships, that type of stuff. It's something where we'll basically be able to get all that stuff organized and get things ready to go. So one thing that I will say is that, yeah, give me a sec, guys. So yeah, we'll basically be able to get all that set up and ready to go. So I'm gonna put this up more so you can hear me. So we'll basically be getting all that stuff ready and get to the get-go. Just making sure everything that um, that we just have everything going and all that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and well, I don't know. To be honest with you, I just don't know. Um, we'll we just gotta make sure and see what happens within the next couple of weeks, because what happens is that everything could change in a drop of a dime, but we don't know. So we just have to wait and see. It's something where I don't know what happens. Um, we're just watching and waiting and seeing, and like I said, I don't know. One thing I will say is that um, we will, like I said, I will be having giveaways later down the road. Um, I'll be having giveaways later down the road to for the community as we go. I have game passes, physical games, tin boxes from collector's items. Hold on. Here we go again. Traffic helicopter. So now we have all those things to give out. We have we're gonna have game passes eventually once we get those again. Steam games, Switch games, Xbox, PS games. Eventually, I'm trying to see if I could get Oculus gift cards, or games, like digital copies of games to give away. But again, they've got to figure that out first. So, I don't know. I'm gonna say this in Spanish now as well. So, lo que estamos haciendo es que estamos engrandeciendo la comunidad. Estamos buscando cómo poder hacer una organización para entrar a Latinoamérica y el Caribe y poder hacer el streaming con otros jugadores de Latinoamérica. Y estamos tratando de buscar cómo poder entrar el nombre de Techie y Mainframe allá. So, en estos próximos meses yo estoy buscando los eventos de videojuegos y tecnología, libros cómicos y todas esas cosas, anime, para poder hablar con todos los creadores de contenido en los Estados Unidos, Latinoamérica y todo eso así. So, lo que vamos a hacer es que yo estoy buscando para crear un grupo de jugadores para la organización Mainframe Gaming y Techie Overload. So, dentro de los próximos 3 meses, pues lo que se va a buscar es, se va a crear el grupo de Mainframe. Lo que va a pasar con Mainframe es que eso va a ser un grupo para todo el mundo que quiera jugar cualquier videojuego. Nos unimos, se juega cualquier cosa, se hace el juego de comunidad, noche de comunidad, se juega Cards Against Humanity, cosas así, Among Us, diferentes juegos que se pueden jugar entre mucha gente. So, lo que va a pasar es que estamos haciendo es que dentro de los próximos 3 meses estoy mirando cómo lo podemos hacer, que se puede buscar los grupos que están en Latinoamérica. Cuando se haga eso, la organización va a ser así, va a comenzar a rifar los videojuegos, la Xbox, los códigos de Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Steam, cosas así. Y cuando la comunidad va creciendo, más oportunidades van a aparecer para más promociones, más giveaways y más cosas que se pueden hacer. Yo quiero unirme y hacer más contenido con creadores de Latinoamérica, porque no es nada más diciendo que voy a entrar, tengo que agregarme con los grupos que ya están ahí. So, cuando viene a eso, uno tiene que hacer un esfuerzo grande para poder enseñar su cara, enseñar lo que están haciendo. Déjame subir un chinchín más, espérate. Ahí estamos. Y lo que hay que hacer es enseñar, hacer lo que hay que hacer es enseñar que tú quieras de verdad trabajar con ellos. So, cuando vienen a esas cosas, uno está de verdad diciendo, hey, lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos a hacer esto para poder um, jugar y hacer todo junto. Cuando uno viene y se sienta, perdóname, y se sienta y dice eso, comenzamos a, a suceder en lo que queremos hacer, en el sentido que vamos a poner la gente, vamos a coger los jugadores de, vamos a decir, Fortnite. Vamos a comenzar un torneo de eso en Latinoamérica. Puede ser en persona o lo que sea. Pero lo que vamos a hacer es chinga, vamos a hacer eso. So, lo que vamos a hacer es, primero queremos hacer es crecer el canal y ver lo que pasa. Pero no tenemos tiempo todavía, ahora que falta vamos para hacer lo que tenemos que hacer. So, lo que puedo hacer es, puede ser que yo haga una IRL stream porque se está pareciendo que está aclarando. Si yo hago una IRL stream puede ser que yo vaya a buscar un café en Starbucks y después vuelva para atrás. Pero vamos a ver primero. So, como estoy diciendo yo. Alright, let's get back to it. So, what's going to be happening is that we're going to basically be going to be showing everything off. Be it what we're gonna be doing, what we're working on. We're gonna be working on everything. Stream teams, Twitch. Gonna have other content creators on Facebook platform. We're gonna have content creators on YouTube, stuff like that. We're gonna be working on a whole bunch of items. So it's not bad at the moment, to be honest with you, but it's just gonna be tedious. It's just gonna be tedious, to be honest with you. We're gonna be working on a whole bunch of things, and we need to basically get everything organized and set up straight for the whole 9 yards. So once things work out, we should be able to get everything straightened out and good to go. We're not going to basically be sitting around anymore. We're going to be raising everything. I've been seeing a lot of organizations grow from scratch. We Illuminate being one of them. Sorry for name dropping, but they actually caught my attention, and I kind of like that in a certain way. So one thing that's going to basically happen as well is we're not to copy, because we're not going to copy what they're doing. We're going to ask for advice and see how they're doing it, what they're doing, stuff like that. So when it comes down to it, we just got to basically grow what we're doing. We just basically got to keep at it and just hit the ground running. That's basically what happens. We're not going to wait any longer. We want to have something set up by the end of the year. Have the org already made. First, get the org set up on Twitch and everything, so we can hit the ground running once everything goes. When we finally do hit this, we're going to basically go and say, hey, we got this, we're going to get this going, so on and so forth. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to talk and create with a lot of interesting content creators and see how it goes out. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to, we're basically going to, hold on a second, guys. We're basically going to, give me a second, guys. Hold on. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that a lot, guys. So hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Yeah, guys, this is like. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that.
Hablamos.
So yeah, guys, that's what's going on right now, and we're basically getting everything set up and ready to go with the whole 9 yards. So, um, what's so basically we're gonna do that with Mainframe, and I would be posting up when we're gonna be doing tryouts and all that stuff. Um, as of now, what's gonna happen is that we're going to, um, yeah. So as of right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically set everything up in the aspect of streams team. We're gonna have collabs. We're gonna basically get everything set up. We're not going to hold on. We're not gonna let this thing get out of control and go for it. So it's gonna be really interesting. Um, One thing I will say is that we're going to basically get this year and grab by the horns. We're not going to let this year get out of control. We're not going to let this year pass us by. We're not going to sit back idly anymore. I know a lot of people say this and it sounds like a broken record, but I'm tired of it, of seeing everybody else start something and then 3 months later it blows up and goes skyrocketed. It's not um it's not a bad thing. I love seeing friends and people that I don't know succeed, but I want to be part of that success. So, as of this point forward, we are bringing out mainframe gaming, mainframe gaming, as well as I am bringing out Techie Overload and a bunch of other ones, which I will be announcing later down the road. So, as of right now, everything is in the planning phase. We are working on getting apparel, deal, affiliate status with other companies. And I know you say affiliates, it's there. You pay basically. They take your money and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna start working on deals to see what we could do to get away from that status. So once everything is up and running, we should be good to go. One thing I will say is that it's gonna be a little bit interesting when, what is it? When con season comes around, because jumping around from con to con is gonna be a little bit harder. So we should have a couple more people come in and see what's going on. Have them send them to the conventions, and we should basically have multiple Mainframe Twitch page, Facebook pages, and all that come up. We're trying to get live view backpack made, or unlimited backpack, whatever, the IRL backpacks made. I myself, at least, to have one of those set up and ready to go, so I could go anywhere with it. So besides that, it hasn't been bad. Hold on a second, let me see. It hasn't been bad. I'm trying to get everything organized and checked out and see what happens. From there, we'll see what goes on. I eventually do want to travel to Europe. I eventually do want to travel to Europe for more conventions, like I said before. GCX, not GCX, sorry, EGX, Gamescom, and I know there's one in Paris as well that I would love to do. I think it's Paris Game Show or Paris Games, but it's something that should be fun to do. It's something that we shouldn't have to worry about at the moment. We gotta focus on getting everything else organized: stream teams, streamers, organizational effects itself. So what's gonna happen is that we're gonna work on that. We're gonna see what happens. We should be able to get everything organized by end of year, maybe mid next year. So it should take probably a year to get everything organized and hit the ground running. So all I'm saying is just, people, please tune in, stay tuned in, and make sure everything works out fine, because what's going to happen is that we're going to basically, we're trying to get this organized, and it should work. I don't see why not. I don't see why it shouldn't. I just don't see why we would have to just wait it out and see. But what could you do, right? So one thing I will say is I should be live again within I might do another IRL stream to go to Hoboken, depending if the to go out to go get Starbucks, depending if it doesn't rain. If it rains, then I'm screwed. But I don't think so. I think it looks like it's clearing up, so I might just go in a few minutes. So we'll see what happens. Um, but when it comes down to it, I just need to see. I want to see progress with this, and it's getting to a point where I'm tired of not seeing progress, and I'm gonna be hitting the ground running with this. Um, and I appreciate any help and support that we could get, because once this grows, I don't care. I don't mind helping anybody that needs it when it comes down to streaming, be it um, just be it advice or even technical advice. Me being an IT engineer as my profession, I know how to build the computers. I know how to program it the first time, usage, that type of stuff. I don't mind. I wouldn't care if you guys came up and said, "Oh, hey, Techie, I need help. I need advice. I need this, such and so forth." So, if ever you do, just let me know. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't care to say, "Hey, guys, do teardown videos, do build up videos, do parts videos. Show you what every part is. Show you what we could do. That type of stuff." So, it's to the point where I kind of want to um, have people around and show people what's going on, that type of stuff. So when it comes down to it, it's getting to the point where I don't mind it, if that says it, because it would be a pleasure to show everybody what you guys need, and how to put it together, how to tear it out. I have friends who would be willing to also jump in and assist with that type of stuff. Um, when it comes down to it, we just need to get everything up and running. Make sure that we get everything ready to go. Make sure we get um, how do I put this? Make sure that we get you guys up and running. Make sure like we have everything we need to bring you entertainment, bring you things that you don't see on a regular. My IRL chats, which are going to be starting within the next couple of weeks, once I got everything set up perfectly, at least with my phone, because I need to get the IRL backpack still. Um, I'll be showing New York City and a couple of cities in Jersey that are around me that basically you guys have never seen. So, like I said, we'll see what happens with this. Um, I kind of want to make sure that I'm bringing content that everybody likes and everybody loves. Um, I kind of like making new friends, making sure that everybody comes in and is welcomed. Make sure that you're not feeling lost or confused in my channel, and it's an open space for everybody to chat whatever they want. No hate, no judgment, no nothing like that in this channel. So, like I said, it's something good that I'm hoping blows up in the next couple of weeks that we could get started, as well as I just want to bring more content and more light to the Latin American streamers that are on Twitch as well. I have a lot of friends that I want to see if they're up for doing more IRL stuff with me, and we'll take that from there. We'll go from there. We'll make a trip of it. You don't need at the moment. You do not need to have a big IRL backpack to go IRL backpacking. All you would need is your phone and a couple of battery packs. Something like this, basically. You need battery packs like this. That's what I'm using to power my whole setup right now because I'm outside. So I'm using that and basically a gimbal, a DJI gimbal, which is holding my phone in front of me right now. And then a second phone for comments and chat and stuff like that, which you don't need because you could use you could bring up the chat on your regular phone while you're using the gimbal. But I kind of like having it on my regular phone and then having the backup as the stream set. So I'll show you how to do all that. Show you how to set it up so the point where you could even have, if you want the camera to follow you while you have it on the gimbal, it could follow you as well. I don't have it like that because I'm stationary. But if I was walking around back and forth, that would be something where it would be useful. But it's something that it's something that it's normal that streamers that would love to use. Even regular people. It doesn't have to be a regular streamer to do this. If you want to share your travels with people, you don't have to be streaming on Twitch. It could be Facebook, YouTube, whatever. But it'll still be something that I could show you how to set up, how to use, and how to make sure it all works out properly. Because at the moment, it seems to be working fine for me, and I think I have enough expertise to show everybody how to do it. Like right now, I'm watching the stream on my tablet. You don't need to do that. You wouldn't need to do that because you're gonna have it in front of you either way. People have the second phone for their comments and to pull up stream to make sure everything is fine. To make sure that, like I showed, like this, to make sure that we are that they're not lagging. There's no jitters, no spikes in network or low in the no bandwidth, that type of stuff. So when it comes down to it, it's just something that I wouldn't mind showing everybody, to the point where, how do I put it? It's something good, something that I wouldn't mind showing people how to do, how to set it up. Eventually, I might maybe use a Raspberry Pi to make a stream backpack. It all depends if I want to spend that much money on making it myself, or just getting a made by Unlimited RRL. Because yeah, making a Raspberry Pi one is cheaper, but the problem with that is you need to get every single piece of equipment, and it's better off when they provide everything for you already put into the backpack made. So we'll see what happens. I still have time to decide. I'm not taking any trips as of now that would warrant it, but for next year, it's something that I wouldn't mind having and using, because that way I could do more IRL streaming, and I won't have to use a camera or a gimbal. I could just have the camera on my back, on my shoulder, and have one phone looking at everything else. So there's that. Also, when it comes down to it, IRL traveling would be a lot better, because that way I could travel with it anywhere. It's a little more expensive, yeah, because you gotta pay for your data plans. You gotta pay for 3 modems, I think it is, or I think it's 3 modems you gotta have, or 1 or 2 different carriers. And if you're traveling internationally, like I will be, you gotta buy the SIM cards over there and make sure that the modems are compatible with those SIM cards. So when it comes down to it, we just gotta make sure everything works for you, and it's gonna be interesting. So besides that, not much more to talk about. I kind of feel like I talked enough about what I want to do, about what is coming up in the long run. So one thing I will say is I'm going to get ready and possibly go take a walk. I might actually, starting at 7, I am going to probably be doing Persona. I'll be doing Persona, finishing up Persona. We're down to the last boss, and I kind of want to beat it tonight. So the most I could do is probably go get a Starbucks and come back, and then take it from there. But when it comes down to it, we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it too much, to say the least. But like I said, we'll take it one moment at a time. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate everything. Again, sorry for the background noise. It's been hectic right now. Once like I said, I'm gonna probably go get Starbucks right now and then be on for Persona 5 around 8 o'clock. But for now, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And if anything, you could always chat with me on Twitter, Techie Overload, Instagram as well, Discord. I'm gonna set up the bot probably later tonight to have all the commands that you could reach my socials, the links, the whole 9 yards. And what I was talking about is Mainframes Gaming. I will have URLs for those as well, and we'll basically go from there, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate all your help and support, and I will see you guys later, man. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful afternoon and don't get into too much trouble. But again, I will be back with the end of Persona, probably around 9 p.m. 10 p.m. the latest, Eastern Standard Time. So thank you again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate. Gracias por mirar el stream. Lo agradezco mucho. Y que pasen buena noche y buena tarde. Y que lo veo esta noche a las 9 de la noche de Eastern Standard Time. Pasen buena. Later, guys. Bye.